Oh my goodness. Good morning, everybody. What's up? JoFoKe, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
We in the house. Y'all, I'm putting on all my yeah, I am. Oh, good, perfect. There we are. Go live with JoFoKe. Y'all, this is where the real party starts.
With my green screen, you know what? Let's be consistent and turn off my.
I know. There we go. We're gonna try to be as professional as we can because it changed it on your screen here. That's weird.
Well, I did both, just to make sure, or just to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, you guys, make sure. Hold on, I feel like I'm getting it in my computer.
Oh, you're getting an echo. Hold on. It's me. There we go.
What did you do?
I had this on, or I have you on IG on my phone.
Yeah.
And so. Oh, and it won't let me.
I was wondering. IG, tell me how you're feeling. Do you guys feel like you're getting an echo on IG as well? Let me know. We have. Let's see.
Oh, Tony, don't look at my browser.
Tony is my girl. Okay, you guys. I think that we're okay. If you are on Facebook, can you please let me know? Because I think that we're okay on either. So we're going to get the party started. So what's up, everybody? Happy February 1. Okay. It's February 1. February 1. Hey, February 1. I know. Jocelyn brings out the musician in me, and I'm proud to say that.
I don't bring that out in you. It's in you. It's in you. It's who you be.
It's who I am. It's just who I am. So you guys, I want Jocelyn to introduce herself. Go ahead and give it to us, girl.
Well, now that it's my turn. I am Jocelyn Ford Keel, professionally known as JoFoKe. I am a singer-songwriter, recording artist, entrepreneur, mental health advocate, educator for a minute, and I'm very happy to be here. And most importantly, I am Kandice's friend. We go back.
Yes, we really do go back.
Years.
Arlene, your store word said there's a little bit of there's an echo with Jocelyn, but not on IG. Jocelyn, Arlene, can you let us know if you still hear that echo when Jocelyn speaks right now? We're trying to be cool and go Instagram and Facebook.
I know exactly what it is. It is IG.
Is it?
It will not let me mute. Can you mute me on your end? Do you think? I don't know.
But then if we mute you, if we mute you on IG, then they won't hear you. Maybe turn down your IG.
I did, and it won't let me turn it all the way down. That's what I'm saying. It won't let me mute you. Which sucks because I can always turn down everything. But
okay.
It won't let me be girl.
Okay, we're gonna somebody said they don't hear an echo. Don't go chasing waterfalls. JC said this is worse than Teddy Riley and Babyface.
First of all, who let him in?
Oh, she said it's getting better. Open. Who left the gate open? JC, you're absolutely right. It probably is worse than Instagram. Teddy
I need
Riley
my crop top. I gotta wear it tomorrow on wherever
on the thing
on the stage. Get me a crop top so you can get some sales. Okay, I'm done.
We're gonna be grown today. I promise we're gonna be grown. Okay. I'm like, God, please let us be grown. Okay, so JoFoKe, musician, entertainer, mental health advocate, entrepreneur, my girl, my sister, who I have known for 2 decades and
Oh, and
counting.
this one's special for you, and a Delta. Just for you, Kandice. Just for you.
And a Delta.
I
Okay.
am. It's fine.
And I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I'm happy that
Are
you
you?
are a Delta. Yeah, I am. I am. So, okay.
Happy you're a Zeta. I am.
Well, and folks is
Proud
talking
to.
about, come on, Soror, don't bring all these Deltas in here. But
I'm gonna bring. We gonna stomp like elephants where we be. So just, deal with it.
okay, fine. Okay,
You're welcome.
whatever.
Make sure my elephant is present. Cool.
Ronnie says, good morning, ladies. Good morning, Ronnie. She says she doesn't hear echo. Cool. So you guys, we're going to jump into it. First thing I'm going to say is entrepreneurs. Cheers. So go ahead and whatever. I know you got some water. You got something. So we're going to get into it. Okay. We're going to get into it. Jocelyn JoFoKe, my girl. Happy February 1. Happy Black History Month. I wanted to do a segment where we are unapologetically representing who we are as Black women of America.
Woo! Absolutely.
Of America?
Happy Black History Month.
Sure.
Of the
Happy
world.
Black History Month. Of the world. Of the world, Craig. Of the world.
Of the universe.
Of the
Ooh. We universal out here.
We universal. So, okay. JoFoKe. We go back to high school, okay? I always tell people that Jocelyn JoFoKe. Do you want me to call you JoFoKe or Jocelyn? What do you want me to do?
I want you to speak freely. You're my friend in real life. It's fine.
I'm gonna be grown and call you JoFoKe. So,
yeah, but just know that I'm not that grand where I'm like, no.
You are grand.
You're always address me as my stage name. I'm a human. I'm a human, and we have a relationship. So, JoFoKe, Jocelyn, whatever, Jay, it's fine.
Jay, my girl. You know, Joz, I always credit you as being one of the people who were really inspirational in me really getting into gospel music. Because now that didn't we have a group called New Vision?
Did yes.
Your girl's memory.
Yes, New Vision came about because remember our freshman year there was Echoes of Praise.
Yes.
I was low on the totem pole. I was, as a freshman, and there were other people who could sing, and there was some gatekeeping, like we don't know them and they can't, Yeah. And so when the Echoes of Praise situation folded or changed shape, I started New Vision.
Yes.
So that those of us in our class especially who had been left behind and left out, I didn't feel like anybody should be unincluded or not included,
Yeah. It's all inclusive.
Absolutely.
It's all inclusive.
Yeah. New Vision was fun.
New Vision was fun. I was like, my girl introduced me to gospel music, and that is why. And then she started having concerts and all that. So I know, like, we've been in this thing. We did the one when your cousin needed a heart transplant, right?
Oh,
wow. My heart to yours. You are the da 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 da. Yes.
That was 15 years ago. That is amazing.
Isn't it amazing? So yes, I remember that.
You were single.
I was very single.
But you were single.
And didn't have all these kids that I have today. Okay. Now, Jocelyn, speaking of songs and lyrics and things, because you looked a little confused when I started singing some of those lyrics. So I'm going to test your skills and see if you can finish this lyric. Are you ready?
This is cruel and unusual punishment. You know me and lyrics that I write. I don't be knowing lyrics. It's a
Well,
freestyle
we
every
gonna
time you come to see me.
we gonna find out today. Okay, so this is the first one that I have. Are you ready?
Oh. Okay.
You only got 10 seconds.
Time can never. Oh, go
You
back, go
missed it.
back. Can we do it again,
Ugh.
friends?
Okay.
Time can never mend the careless whisper of a good friend. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
Yay, yay.
You know I'm not a fool. That's because I
Should have
learned
known
that when I was
better. Yep, you
younger.
got it. You got it. Okay. All right, IG, she got it. So she got Careless Whisper. How
Mm.
about this one? We actually sang this in um one of your shows. Are you ready?
Uh-huh. Ah! Favor, I give you favor.
Yes.
You I never want for anything. What's the stand still in part?
I can know the timer.
Favor, I give you favor. I just remember, I'm trying not to get out of the way here.
She said, I'm
That's awesome.
trying
So,
not
not
to get
to
out of
get
the
out.
way here. Ma'am, you should be trying to get.
But ma'am,
You don't remember the standstill part?
I should. I really should. As much as I still sing this song.
Okay.
Stand still and yeah.
And
Stand
receive my
and
favor.
receive. Okay, there. I told you, me and lyrics, honey, we here.
Okay,
And
now if you don't,
prose is a thing. I'm terrible.
Jocelyn, if you don't get this lyric, I don't know what to tell you. You ready?
Oh, it's no fair. You start in the middle line. You're the last thing I see when I lay down my head. You're so radioactive, but you know just what I like. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
so
that new single. That's that new
yeah, that's
single.
that. So word on the street.
They cute.
So Jocelyn, talk to
That
us a
girl.
little bit about what you have going on now. First things first, if I can first things first you. Okay.
First thing first.
You have been, I want you to just give us a little bit of background on who you are, what you, just who you are. What do you do? I know. I know. That's a loaded question.
Right. What right now it feels like everything,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but that's just the entrepreneur's plea. Help
Yeah.
me, send help. Um, so I am the owner and operator of JoFoKe LLC, and under that umbrella, I own two bands. One, I am a co-laborer with Solomon Chapman in that same cloth as the
Yeah.
newer of the bands. We just released our debut single last Monday,
Yes.
and that's no good. And yeah, I don't know. We're kind of it's the business is kind of shifting. The pandemic brought about a lot of changes, but
Mhm.
through like connections um, from my time in the industry. Um, it's crazy to say that I've had a career in the industry for 25 years. Um,
Ooh.
where I started doing session work when I was oh gosh, so it's a little more than 25 years. When I was 12, I started doing session work with my dad and with my uncle, the late Winston Ford. Um,
Mhm.
where we would sing jingles or whatever kind of music, and sing for corporate events and so on and so forth. So I had that under my belt when I went off to college at Fisk University, the greatest place on earth in Nashville, Tennessee, and built upon that network, doing all kinds of things with the Fish Jubilee Singers. Not only were we traveling or touring as the Jubilee Singers and recording as the Jubilee Singers, we were singing background for a lot of artists. Um, and even I think it was season 2 of American Idol, where it was right after 9/11, where they
Yeah.
did "I'm proud to be an American." That was us. That was not them. um, with Lee Greenwood. I think he might have featured, or I know he was very hands on with it. And we did that session and so many different things like that. So yeah, making those connections, and then moving back to Denver, and people are like, "Wait a minute, Jocelyn's in Denver. Do you know if you can connect me with?" And so that's kind of what started the business. People just knowing that I am here and that I should be able to, or that I would know people on the scene. And so I make it my business to know who's out here and what they're doing in every genre, because I'm not just getting calls for gospel music. And I'm not just getting calls for background vocals. People are asking. I have somebody coming to town next week who asked for a band, asked for a trio. So you just never know um, how things work out. But I haven't been doing a whole bunch of that because the pandemic, right? Um, so there's there's still a lot of ask for virtual this, virtual that.
Yeah.
When it comes to entertainment, I had a request for a dance number. I was like, I'm sure you don't want me to dance. You need me to connect you with someone to dance virtually, sure, or whatever. Yep,
Or
just
whatever.
right. But I'm trying to move more toward the artistry, my artistry, um,
Yeah.
because I'm not saying I was complacent, but I got comfortable. I was kind of in autopilot, building everybody else's stuff up and always being the supporting act. So even this JoFoKe front ground singer, that's fairly new. I'm just 9 years in the game as that. I was singing background for everybody, and that's really where a lot of my reputation and a lot of my connects were built up. And I mean, lasting relationships. I'm grateful to keep working. I'm grateful. You see, I have a home set up, so I'm doing interviews and voiceovers and recording vocals for people remotely still. But the my passion is performing. My passion is writing and recording and doing my own thing, and not necessarily having to show up and play a part.
Mm.
So that's why those tribute shows, we were doing a lot of tribute shows that was really
Yeah.
good for business.
Yeah.
Those things have sort of tapered off. I will
Yeah.
sing on somebody else's tribute, but at this point I don't want to be only typecast as Shaka Khan or Aretha Franklin, or because then venues and different booking agents or agencies will ask you for just that, for you to show up and be someone else, and they don't even want you to take artistic licenses with what you do with the music. They're like, no, but Anita Baker sang it like this. Yeah, but I'm JoFoKe. And so
Mm.
yeah.
Ooh. You know what? You're okay. I hear you. Because see, for people like me who I stick so much by the I'm scared to move out of anything. If they say you want it like Anita Baker, okay, I'll sing you just like Anita Baker. Because I don't have that. You are so number one, you are so bomb at what you do. Okay, I don't know if you guys have ever seen my girl JoFoKe live. Okay, I we went to where was it? Where do we see you right after the panorama has had kind of slowed
Oh
down?
my goodness. Oh my goodness. And y'all were there for me. I was so scared. Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh. It was
yes.
it was the Dazzle, or what old black folks call Dazzles.
Yeah, we was
So
at Dazzles. We were at Dazzles. And so it was that time was so rich with meaning for me because we had just, came outside. Jocelyn said, I'm about to have a concert. And I'm like, oh my God, live music. I can't wait to and if you want to see some live music, this is the girl you go see, all right? Because she is going to give you a show. And let me tell you, I
appreciate
was
that.
in tears. Like, you just sang your heart out with so much emotion. And like, we were linking up and we hugged and hugged and hugged for minutes on end because it was such a time where it's like, wow, I don't know if you had done anything like before that. Was that like your first live show in a while?
So yes, yes, and we got word that it would be live like a week before. So they were gonna let in 50 people, and
Wow.
then um we had the option to do virtual. We had done a virtual one before, and yeah, it just
Yeah.
yeah, nah. If I have a
Yeah,
choice to
no.
not sing into a screen, I'm gonna take the live option, right?
Yes.
So it they were like, yeah, so just 50 people, and we had sold out. We're like, cool, great. Then I get a text like the week before, you have 180 additional seats per show. Huh? What you mean?
And then
Wait, what?
you sold out of all the shows, right?
Right. Well, first we hadn't, and so we were really panicking. I was over at Lawrence and Lammer talking to JC and Kiana about it, like, y'all,
Yes.
we're gonna end up singing to an empty room, and like terrified. But the both shows sold out, and I mean, I was stressing.
Yeah.
180 additional seats
Girl,
show.
each show, each show. And you are so deserving because they knew that you would sell out, number one, and they knew that you would deliver a good show. In the comment section, have y'all ever seen this child live? Sonia Hardy, Sonia is in the building. And yes, Sony said always a breath of fresh air on stage. You're absolutely right. On Instagrams, the Sherry Wash, said that
Oh,
yes,
great.
oh yes, Joe live is litty lit with all of the flames. And Jackie said
Appreciate it.
absolutely, and I agree, and that's how you guys.
Gosh.
I'm talking that this child has been like this since high school. Okay, real quick. We have a show called The Pop Show at East High School, okay? And so we would be like, okay, all right, we gonna get up there and do our thing. We gonna do it, we gonna do it. And Jocelyn would always be the one to shut the show down because Mr. Taylor was like, we'll just let Jocelyn go last. And I'd be like, well, why? Well, we're about to see why in a minute. And so
Jocelyn showed up with her own band and background singer.
okay, so Jocelyn, we would be like, Jocelyn, you need somebody to sing background for you because it was a community thing, okay?
Right. And
You're
I was
supposed to
singing
hear
background for
people.
everybody too.
You, yeah, but when it came time to sing background for her, she's like, no, I got my background singers. She will pull in the best gospel singers in Denver, Colorado. She would have Yolanda Morant, Timothy Martin, Terrell would be
That's
on the drums, and I would be like, wait, these people aren't in the group.
sorry.
And so then she would get done. And that's why I put Careless Whisper, because I will never forget when you sang Careless Whisper. And when they came in with that, I'm never gonna dance again. And I was like this.
But that was now listen, I did stick with East vocals. That was Shannon Williams and
Was Shannon on
and Chris Ty, the late great Chris Ty.
there?
Yes.
Oh, R.I.P.
Yeah, because
Yes.
we were all over the place singing. I was like, hey, can we well, you guys want to do this song with me? Because it was a last minute something. I can't
Okay.
remember why that was last minute.
Mm-hmm. But it
Yeah,
was.
but it was last
Mhm.
minute.
Whew. So yeah, Jocelyn, JoFoKe, masterfully skilled and musically delicious. That was an Instagram post. and musically delicious. So,
Yeah, you got to
Jocelyn,
make one of these things for me and say musically delicious. Ah.
musically delicious. Okay, and I now,
Ow.
Joz, JoFoKe, tell me when you are what brings out the emotion in the music for you? Are you a really visual person that visualizes the words and what you're singing, and does that heighten the experience for you? How are you able to sing with so much passion and emotion?
Um, I I try to be the best listener. And so even if it's something that I'm writing, if it's if I'm, listening to learn something, if I'm reading to learn something, I try to hear what resonates with me. You know?
Yes.
Um like I try to create a music video in my head featuring me
Mm,
living telling this story. You
yeah.
know, so even like genderized lyrics, I'm going to change them, and it's not because I'm uncomfortable with the notion of
Hmm.
same-sex love or
Hmm.
anything else. It's
Yeah.
because I want it to be as true coming off my lips as
Yeah.
possible. You know,
Oh,
so
absolutely.
so even if there is a lyric, if there's something, I remember I used to change uh oh goodness, I did an arrangement of Ingrid Michaelson's "The Way I Am," and it was talking
Yeah.
about something with a cigarette or something smoking, and I changed it. I don't know, or the Jill Scott Long Walk, "Smoke a Tree." I was like, "Sit
Yeah.
under a tree," just
Yes.
to
Yes.
make it,
Yes.
because I'm not a smoker,
Yes.
whatever. Um, but I want it to always read as authentically mine. I try to
Yeah.
make these things my story, make them my
Yeah.
own. And
Yes.
I think it's the literal in the literal sense of listening, but also like the proverbial hearing. What is
Yeah.
this message? What is the story telling? Or
Yeah.
what is it saying? But what is it saying through me? What can it authentically say through me?
Mm, that's good. Cause I know that as visionaries, because I know that you are definitely a visionary. To listen, the way that you can just tell visionaries, right? You can tell when visionaries do their thing, okay? Because it shows in your body language, it shows in the way that the song comes out. And so there is a picture that I'm sorry I don't have, but it is a picture of you literally rearing back and singing from your heart, like,
Oh, wow. I know what picture that is.
girl. And I was like, this child sings down. So I am like, I, I agree with you when you say you have to make it personal to you. You have see somebody on Instagram say they know their pick that pick. Um, Ebony in the comments said she meant to say JoFoKe. Hadn't heard JoFoKe sing today. You're Joelle. I'm just kidding.
It's fine, it's fine. I'm FloJo
We
sometimes. I have I had somebody in the hair store the other day was like, "Chiquita, Chiquita." I meant to text you, Sonia, because people mess my name up
hold
all
on,
the
wait.
time.
They called you Jaquita?
"Hey, Chiquita." Yeah. Yeah. I was like, "Bless you,
That's when you
sis."
just say.
I mean,
That is when you just say, "Yeah."
thank you.
Hey, hello.
Thank you.
Hopefully, she was older, and
And I
then
was
that
in the
kind of
hair store, so I didn't look all right. So,
it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Sonya said no.
oh,
So
goodness.
Ebony says, hadn't heard JoFoKe sing until a few minutes ago. Ran over to YouTube.
Ah,
Absolutely beautiful voice. Love her singing style too. I agree. I absolutely agree. Like the girl is one of the best. Now tell me, JoFoKe, when you when you are singing about being true to yourself, okay,
Mm.
and you're singing about things that may not resonate with a certain type of audience, as a Black woman who probably sings a lot um, for people who are not Black, tell me how you're still able to be unapologetically, authentically JoFoKe in those particular situations.
Okay, so I'm always gonna show up as me. Um,
Yes.
there, there is. it,
Mhm.
Coming home to Denver, there was a lot of culture shock.
Woo!
Um, Things have changed as far as live music. I grew up, surrounded by the live music scene. Both parents are musicians, professional musicians. My uncle, I mentioned earlier, was a professional musician. And like there used to be Black venues, several of them. Now there's not even one Black owned
Ooh.
music venue. Yeah,
Mm.
the and then there were Black audiences. And
Yeah.
so yeah, a bit of culture shock because you don't see a lot of Black folks pulling up. It's a sad truth, to live music shows and music that is traditionally Black American music. So be
Mhm.
it be it even hip hop here.
Yeah.
You can go when Common is here and he's down at Cervantes, it's like, what is happening? Or we were at I can't remember what theater. It was either the Bluebird. I think it was the Bluebird when D'Angelo came and he was singing Brown Sugar. And it hurt my heart because he was like, where y'all at? We're like, we're right here while he is singing Brown Sugar, like, and a part of that was marketing. We don't get um we're not always in the know. I don't think people know how to market to the Black community, but also, like, since gentrification and neighborhoods have been dispersed, like, how do you reach that diaspora? How do I don't know. So there's that. I had to make a conscious decision. Uh-oh, I think I lost you on one of these. Well, I'm going to keep answering until you come back. But I had to make the conscious decision um to show up my authentic self and not code switch. And there was a lot of that. I am classically trained. My degree is in classical music. Um and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the technique that it provides, and all of that jazz and all of those experiences. However, um, my career path is R&B soul, and I'm going to all good. Do what you have to do. Um, I'm going to show up as my authentic R&B soul self, and and be who I am. I don't know how else to be. I don't know how else to be me. I am a Black woman. JoFoKe and them is the name of my band. No, you may not change JoFoKe and them to Jocelyn Ford Keel and them. And I've had people do that. I've had people try, or to say our audience isn't ready for this nickname. And like, JoFoKe is offensive. It is my government name abbreviated. Well, I mean, for your stage name, I'm not sure if our audience is ready for that. Well, tell them come on, because they're going to have to be ready for it. No, you may not. The only place you can put my government name, and you don't even have to because we've got an LLC, um, is on the check. Just make sure that my name is spelled correctly on the check. If you're gonna, if you insist on my government name, it will just be there. Um, yeah, I'm always going to be about the culture. I'm careful not to say I'm singing for anyone. because singing, to me, it's a personal offering, um and I don't ever want to be like, yeah, I'm singing for you. I might sing in front of you. I might, it might be entertaining, it might be whatever it is the experience is to you. I do want it to be um hearty, but words mean things.
Yeah,
and
they
and
do.
and it it started becoming offensive when you gonna sing for me. Ugh. Ooh.
Mm,
Hmm. I'm
mm.
gonna sing. I'm gonna use this gift that I have. I mean, I
Yeah,
know it's semantics. It sounds small, but I generally don't say like I'm singing for anyone, and especially when it comes to audiences um, of a different hue. Um, I It is definitely for everyone to enjoy, but the messages, especially the stuff that I write, I'm speaking as a Black woman who once was a Black girl in America, and still doesn't really feel like I have a country that is my own, and it's totally informed and has informed and does inform every performance. Even these lyrics, same cloth, shameless plug. We have a full project coming out later this year. But some of the things that we're talking about dealing with the industry. Yo, I'm not Andy or Amos. Still, I'm good with being Black famous because I'm not going to shapeshift just to um just so you can put me on. And put me on to what? Like, and put me on for you to tell me I need to be different, I need to straighten my hair, or no, now that nappy is trending because Black Lives Matter this week, it's okay to be myself, or play it up, or write some lyrics about I don't know. I've I know there are other entertainers on here who have been coached in how to be blacker, or the acceptable Black, or how to get along in this. Sonia and I sat in a meeting where we were told that we needed to add a white girl to the to our front line to be bookable and more marketable. Huh? Help me make it make sense. Yeah, so all of that is ammunition, and it reinforces that I am I should be authentically myself. I'm going to not speak the King's English when I don't speak the King's English, like when Ebonics or African American vernacular, whatever it is appropriate, I'm going to use it, and it's not going to be an overthought thing. I'm just like, this is how I talk. Case in point, JoFoKe and them. Um and that came when somebody was like, "What's the name of your band?" Yeah, this A&M. Cool. Because it is how I talk, and I think that I believe Ebonics to be something beautiful. It's a language that was that isn't it isn't just mere slang. It's something that our beautiful people are that was born out of the struggle, but it isn't struggle language. If that makes sense, it's like, oh, it's a whole nother art form. We it includes we even have our own kind of sign language involved in it. We have one word paragraphs. Girl, okay. you know, it's the inflections, it's the double negatives. We're breaking synapses, we're doing all of that. We are effectively communicating in a time where it was, you know, dangerous for us to communicate, dangerous for us to say, hey, still away, dangerous for us to know how to read, or I mean, just to breathe. it's still dangerous out here. Let's be real. There's there's some of the same violence, but there's definitely some different violence that that is aimed at us. So yeah, all of that, all of that. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be blackety black 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 black
And Blizzak.
blackety black because I'm
I'm
black.
like, that is.
I'm black. Oh, I'm done. Sorry, I get worked up.
Can you? Thank you, Jocelyn, for. Thank you for that. Okay, I heard you, but the devil is busy. Okay.
I know you heard me, and I was like, okay, I keep talking, keep talking. I know I'm a perfectionist.
Ooh,
Keep talking, okay, keep talking
but
so she
that's
can
how
get
you.
back.
That that's how you know you're working with a professional, y'all. That's how you know you're working with a professional. Thank you for that. You said a lot, Jocelyn, and I I get what you're saying, especially when we come from HBCUs, right? Where we
Yeah,
are unapologetically performing and people love us and people are like, yeah, 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 more black, more black, more black. But then you come back to the good old state of Colorado and sometimes we're not received that well when it comes to what we have to offer. That sounds a little can you make it sound a little more like this and that? And you're like, but this is how I sing. And not only that, but this is being a music major going to a HBCU, you get different you get all the things, right? And so those things are instilled in you and then you come home to Colorado and you're like, "Ah, it gets a little hard." Um
totally.
yeah.
Yeah, like I'm on music faculty at MSU Denver for now, and is it's a different experience. It's yeah, I'm not gonna show the man behind the curtain. I believe in proprietary information should stay there. But like yo, we were required. It was a requirement at my HBCU that that you have at least 50% black composers, and
Yes.
that you had to. I mean, Fisk Jubilee Singers, Fisk University. You're gonna do spirituals.
Period.
You period, fam. You
Period.
can arrange them yourself, or you could, but you gonna sing. You're
Yeah.
gonna like in hindsight, it's like I have a classical degree, but I lightweight minored in Negro spirituals. Like
Yes.
really. And
Yeah.
I mean, in order to be a Jubilee singer, you have got to have the history of the music, the history of the singers, and all of that, because you're traveling the world and interviews happen, and like even just people wanting to, I almost said parishioners. And parishioners. No, but audience members.
Parishioners.
Audience members, want to talk to you and ask you different things, and and what about this and what about that arrangement, and so on and so forth. So yeah, there's all of that, and all that blackety black 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 blackness, and pride in what my people came through, and these different kinds of spirituals and what they were, these field songs, these secret songs, these code songs, and the things that were actually a demonstration of faith. you know Coming home, and you start to actually feel like I've been beat and I've been scorned. You start feeling
Yes.
that, like, yo, like, what is this rejection?
Yes.
Another thing that was different, like, so Nashville is the music city. All kinds of music thrives there,
Mhm.
but people play instruments. It's live music. Here, I think I'm often dubbed as a jazz artist because I have live instrumentation.
Mm.
And it's not. I might
Yeah.
scat here and there. I might do a jazz tune, but all in all,
Yeah.
it's not. And I think it I'm not calling home ignorant, but
Yeah.
there is a level of ignorance when it comes to what music is anymore. You know,
Mm,
if it's not electronic necessarily, it's not R&B.
mm.
I don't know. I don't, and I mean, of
Yeah.
course, we use technology.
Yes.
Go
Yeah. You know we
go
do.
listen to those singles to count and sing and same cloth and no good. Like really, that's
Jocelyn.
not anything we do on stage, but you know,
Yes. Oh, that I'm just taking it all in because for some reason it's just striking a chord in me behind the experience that we have, what we grew up with, literally like growing in our musicianship, to what we grew up, even high school. Like we
yeah,
had the greatest music
the
teacher
best,
of all time who let
the
us,
greatest. He is legit the goat.
the GOAT, like really, truly, Mr. Taylor, we love you.
So
We
much.
love you.
His
And
birthday's in a few days. We should pull
is
up.
it really?
Yeah, I think it's February 7th. Let's go up
Oh,
there.
dang, you good.
I
You
always remember on
good.
February 8th. I'm proud. I'm proud of us. I'm
I'm
proud of me.
proud of you.
I'm pointing at myself. I'm proud of us.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. But we were so able to just be unapologetically us. Like, if we, and we'd be like, all right, Mr. Taylor, we want to sing this song off the Best Man soundtrack. He's like, all right, let's make a track
Right.
of it.
Right. Let's figure it out.
Let's
Like
figure it
real
out.
talk. Real talk.
Yes.
And then spoke life. I got a chance. I was up there last week. Um, and he introduced me to a young lady who made it to All State Jazz.
Yes.
And he was, singing her praises and talking about this, that, and the third. And she was like, oh, no. I said, no, 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 honey, even if you don't receive it now, listen, take it in. Take it in because everything that he's saying to you, I guarantee you, it will resonate later. He
Mm.
told me, he was like, yeah, you're going to be, you have the capacity to sing opera. You have the capacity to do da da da. I was like,
No.
whatever.
Me?
Whatever. Have you heard this new Kimber Brown? Like,
She's
singing notes
doing
without
all the runs.
right, right. But like he spoke life into all of us, and I'm sure that we all have all of us have stories like that. All of those of us who carried on with music. Yeah. And I remember the first time I sang an aria and got like a response. I was like, Mr. Taylor,
He
Mr. Taylor called this. He called
he said it
it.
would work. He said it will work.
Picture it, Nashville, Tennessee, 2002. Yeah, no,
Yes.
really though. Yeah, he
Mm.
definitely called it and spoke life, and I am forever grateful. And I feel like he was the first person to see me and not
Mm.
see somebody's daughter, somebody's niece, somebody's this, that, and the
Oh.
third, somebody's baby sister. He saw me and said, yo, there's an artist in there. Like he encouraged me to like, yeah, that's a good idea. Say it louder. Do it again. Do it again.
Yes. You know,
Yeah, I love that about him. I love him. I will forever love him for that.
forever. You know, I was thinking about um Janet Jackson. Did you watch the
I,
documentary
I
yet?
did, honey. I was in there crying.
Listen, and when you're saying that, because when you come from such a musical family, you sometimes get, oh, well, that's Joe's daughter, or that's, such and such's niece. Things like that. And it's like, no, I just want to be me.
That's even why I started using my college nickname. Um,
JoFoKe is your college nickname?
yep, yep, yep.
Yep.
I love you. I love you, big sister Danita Wilson. Yup.
Look,
There was,
I
yeah,
get it.
Black school
Could you
culture.
just
You already know there was some stuff behind that. But I wanted to use that name because like I legit was being called, I was actually introduced as Joe Kill's daughter at something.
mm,
A lady who was like, "Oh, I really loved your dad, and he was always so great." And she was a DJ, an
yeah.
on-air personality at Kuvo, and somehow at one of these festivals, she ended up introducing me. She said, "This is Joe Keel's daughter," and like went down a list of his accomplishments
Ooh.
and said, "And he's here today," and acknowledged him. He was mortified. It's
I
like,
said, no, 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 not me.
no, 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 no,
Not
no, no,
me.
no, no, no.
This is about
Yeah,
her.
and now she's going to. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And still, I of course I love my family. I love, the heritage and
Yeah.
the legacy.
Mhm.
I'm not by any means ashamed of any of that, but there comes a time where you want to just be your own person, let alone, because I'm the baby of the family at that. So I've always
Yes.
been Miles' little sister. Oh yeah, it's Ryan and them sister. Oh yeah, that's Stacy's sister. Like, help me, help me.
Get me
I just want to be, and this has always been a part. Because you remember that concert, Just Jaws. I'm just
just
Jaws,
Jaws.
and that's what that was. Like, yo, I'm not.
Wow. This
I
is
am
like
just
real
Jaws.
day. Yes, like this is real day modern time stuff. Like it's crazy to me that I'm hearing you say this and knowing that I hate to go back to Janet Jackson, but I just watched it. But this is literally her story. Like, do you feel that right now you have come out of the bondages of that to some extent?
Yeah, I have. It's now it's like whatever. There's always an undercurrent. There will be somebody who don't mean no harm. Somebody from the community who's like, of course you're good, because your parents aren't. Like, oh yeah, so this just happened by osmosis. And so sometimes
Of course.
I want to throw a sibling under the bus. But do you hear Miles out here sounding like this? Do you?
What happened to them?
Do you? Jacko ain't doing this. No. I worked hard for this. But
Absolutely.
but after a while, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
The gift will make room, and it does make room. And you can't. Those are battles not worth
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah.
It's I can establish my own righteousness. No, I
Yeah.
can. I can
Yes.
with just what I do without having to argue or debate with anyone
Yeah.
about who it is I be. I really do. I really empathized with Janet Jackson when she was talking about she didn't know who was her real friend. Um, I felt, I mean, that hit in a different way.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have friends. I have folks like you, but those are the relationships that I'm like, oh, those are my friends,
Yes.
because more often than not, people will befriend me and there are ulterior motives. Even like with dating, I the joke is
Girl.
Joe don't want you to show up until at least 5 dates in. Don't come and see her perform. Really, because I get the without fail. I get the I got a crush on you after every show, or girl,
You was up there.
fine.
Mhm. You
Mhm.
look good under that light.
And it's like, yeah, I'm I'm glad that I appreciate that you appreciate what I do. You
Yeah.
ain't got no crush on me, fam. You don't, yeah, you don't like me, fam.
Oh my god, I cannot even imagine.
Yeah, dating sucks. Dating sucks, period. It sucks, period. It sucks. Have I mentioned it sucks? But it's really bad. It's really bad when you add in. I mean, it's just like it's the same thing preachers experience, the same thing,
Yes.
worship leaders experience, anybody on a platform, you just it's kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm just not into that,
Mm-mm.
not this season.
I listen. Oh, just keep on living, right? It will show you who's for you and who's really not.
Yeah.
And I think it takes us to say, enough, I'm not doing that no more. Because because entrepreneurship is lonely. It's lonely. And so then when you get people who you think like are for you and you're like, oh, I probably have a new friend. And then it's like,
Mhm.
do you even like hanging out with me? Like do you really like
Right.
me genuinely and authentically? And so I
Right.
can't even imagine what the
I just sort of take I hate to sound this jaded or skeptical about friendship. Like I really do have some good newer friends. I do. I have,
yes,
I do have like a sister circle of
yeah,
performers. So like Raj Dulari, Monique Brooks Roberts, Carrie Joy. Yeah, those are I think that there's genuine friendship there. I
yeah,
feel that like not just think, I know that there
yeah.
is. But they can tell you I was kind of, hey, sister power, I'm gonna help you get booked or whatever. I want everybody to eat. I want everybody to, but
Yeah.
nah, I ain't coming around to kick it
Ex-
because what you're not gonna do. And it's a different kind of heartbreak, it is though heartbreak. It is indeed heartbreak. And you just want somebody to want you, the person, like at least want to know me, who I am, and not just what I do. I don't want to just talk work all the time. I really don't want to.
I
I
actually
don't
don't
want to
want to.
always be about music. That's,
Yes, I don't want to talk about that all the time.
I want to be silly. I want to be goofy. I
Yes,
want to have an Instagram chat where I just share the most outrageous stuff. I want to just.
and
With
do
people who know me, who know my heart, even if it's
who know me.
ooh, we might be on the way for laughing at this, but this is funny.
I know
That
exactly. Like, but this is
this is
Sony
funny. It's
said.
funny. You see it.
Yep, Sony said I agree because it is. We all know that is how it is, and it's hard. Um, but you are right on the money. It is you're so right, and so I know that we can go on and on about that, but you ain't about to have me in here crying.
Cry, cry.
Um,
Let's cry.
look, I'm not gonna
Let's
do it.
cry. Let's go.
I'm not gonna.
Right. Wait. And I won't stop. I won't stop. And I've got obligations. I've got stuff to do
You've got
later on.
obligations. Exactly. You cannot. Um, Jazzy Tees said, "You have always been such an amazing soul, sis." And I
That's
absolutely
that.
agree. I absolutely agree. She has been, from someone who's known and worked with Jocelyn since we were 15, um, 15, 16,
14, 14, 14. I never
14.
went in and whatever was that song? There's candlelight on the mistletoe. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the
See
light.
the light.
Hey!
I forgot about that song.
I'm gonna go up to the school and steal that sheet music. I mean, borrow that sheet music.
And you're
That
not
was
gonna
a
make
great arrangement.
copies.
I'm not.
Yes. Look at you.
I'm
You're
not.
not gonna make copies. I remember being in the music department. They'd be like, "But it says we're not supposed to copy it," and they're like, "Oh, just throw it through the machine real quick." And I'd be like, "Well, what? We're not supposed to copy it."
Right. It's fine for educational purposes. It's like,
It's
oh,
for,
okay.
oh, okay, it's
I'll
cool,
tell
it's cool then.
everybody else because everybody else had the same question. We didn't want to go
Yes,
to jail.
it's
We know we're gonna be first. We black. We the black kids. So
black
don't
kids.
give
We
me
gonna
a
go
copy.
first.
Give me an original. Don't give me a copy. They're gonna take me
Abs-
in. Oh my God.
oh my.
How do you
Okay,
deal with us? Because we were like this.
this is how it was. Like real time, y'all. Jocelyn, speaking of time, I know that the time is moving forward. So
Whatever. I don't care. I'm here.
I don't care. We good.
Warm up. Warm up. No, I don't have anything for a while. I'm good.
I'm like, don't do it. Now, if you could leave us with one final thought, I'm not saying Jerry Springer, okay? But JoFoKe's final thought for
Ooh.
anyone who may be feeling, it doesn't even matter if it's an entrepreneurship, but who may be feeling a little I don't know if it's stifled, but feel like they cannot express themselves unapologetically as who they are. Like
Hmm.
what would you speak to with that?
Yeah, I the first thing to do is love yourself. And it sounds easier than it is. It's not I am not going to say that's easy, an easy thing to do.
Mm-mm.
And I think a lot of us sort of we underestimate how how important that is and how much work it is. You
Ooh.
know, I believe I've spent my adult life all
Mm.
19 years of my adult life because I'm starting. We moved it from 18 to 21. It's fine. Whew.
Great.
Yes, 40th. Um, I've spent that time um, learning who I am.
Mm.
And there's some days where it's just been like, things flipping like a switch. Like, yo,
Yes.
why are you acting like this? This ain't who you are. Why are
Yes.
and not necessarily anything bad or harmful to anyone out there, but like it is to you. Like, why are you stifling who you are? Why are you letting people treat you like this? Why are you letting people talk to you like this? Why are you letting people pimp you out? you know,
Ooh.
why are you letting people yeah, and sometimes it's family. Sometimes it's people that you love dearly, and it just ain't it, right?
It ain't it.
So learning to love yourself and take care of yourself, care for yourself, um is huge. And once that starts to fall in line, then um that fear starts to dissipate.
Mm.
You're not as concerned, or you're
Mm.
not unreasonably concerned with what other people think, because
Mm.
with being in performance, you do have to sort of care what people think. You
Yes.
want them, but not necessarily about who you are as a person. I want you to like my music. Like, do you like it? No,
Right.
no, be honest with me. What you like about it?
Yes. Yes.
Tell me about it. I love it when people identify with those things, when things resonate like that. Like when they're gonna say something about, ooh, this chord progression. And then maybe not that. Maybe it's, yo, it said something to me when you were talking about whatever you said in such and such and such and such. So Um, yeah, it is imperative that you love yourself, and that's a journey, fam. It's not, you're not just, I'm here and I am in love with me. It is an evolution. You evolve, you change, you shift, but your character should be, the same. I I hope that makes sense. That was, just love yourself fiercely. Love yourself fiercely, and be yourself. Be yourself, and um don't be afraid of who might walk away when you're being authentically you, because that means they're not for you. Those opportunities aren't for you. You got to authentically be yourself. And I am my 40-year-old self. As- I have no problem with being 40. I don't. I like, there are a lot of people our age who will put their age back, and, oh, don't tell people, don't publicize that. Baby, I earned every year when these gray hairs start coming. I'm on I have earned each and every one. No,
Yes.
there are several of us that didn't make it this far,
Hello.
and
Yes.
um, and it is a blessing. We should start celebrating that, celebrating aging, celebrating the time when we were children and what we experienced. You know, the benefits of age that
Yeah.
we have.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Like,
Right. Some people, right, Tarina, some people didn't make it to 40. Some I celebrated a
yes.
birthday of a friend that did not make it past 25 last week. Like, I
Mm,
yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah.
It just puts it in perspective. And I agree with you, Jaws. Like, I am going to fully accept and embrace who I am unapologetically.
Yeah.
If I want to throw on a different wig every single day, I'll do it
Every day.
every day. Your girl will,
Lost mine. It's not a wig, guys.
it's not a wig. That's
Because
all
that's
you.
how rumors get started.
That is how rumors get started. I was talking about me. I'll throw on the wig, okay? I'll do it. But
I
I
might be
love
joining
it.
you soon.
And like it's all good. Like it's all good because I think that we live in such a society where we feel like we have to be these things when in reality we just need to be these things to ourselves. Like
Right.
if God is pleased, if I'm pleased, then what are we doing? Like let's just keep it to how do you feel about this, Candace? How
Mm-hmm.
do you feel about it? Regardless of what other people may think, how do you feel about it? And so, Jocelyn, thank you for that. Tonya, look, Sonia said, I am in
Right,
tears.
Tonya.
Definitely, Tonya needed to hear this. And so I agree, Jaws. I needed to hear it too, because just in the current climate that we live in, I think it's really important, especially Black women, that we take the time to do for ourselves at a bigger capacity than we've
Yeah.
done. Like you said, you were used to being the person that was out there doing the things for other people, but you weren't doing it for yourself until a light switched on and you were like, absolutely not.
I'm
It's
not
just
playing.
Josh. Yeah, like
You
it's just
lying.
me, you know?
Mhm.
And so I really do thank you, okay, for just sharing yourself so openly and so unapologetically. Listen, I just have one more, you guys, I do apologize for the technical difficulties. I have no idea what's going on today with my computer, but Jocelyn, thank you for keeping it professional. Now, listen to me. My girl, yeah, or whatever.
Or
My
kind.
girl, uh, we always make fun of this. And this is And now I was happy. I was like, all right, yay, she's a Delta, yay. But then I said, look at this red pencil skirt. So don't worry, Instagram, if you can't see it, don't worry. I'm going to ask her to run it back because it was the red pencil skirt for me. So
Listen,
I wanted to say, JoFoKe, thank you for your red pencil skirt, my girl.
can I
So,
tell you? Can I tell them a story about you and your
yes,
red pencil skirt? So,
yes. Uh-oh. We're
long
here for
story
it.
long story short, somebody hopped in my DMs, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh, yeah, and it was right after I had posted this picture. Well, some weeks, and Candace was like, "Is the red pencil skirt?" And then like
Yes,
trolled me for a month. Red pencil skirt
I
under
sure
everything.
did.
Where's that red pencil skirt?
I sure
I
did.
see you today. You in a black pencil skirt.
I
Okay.
did. I said, "Oh, okay, you going okay, red pencil skirt." So I just want you to know that we appreciate that red pencil skirt.
And when I brought it up to him, he was like, "So you were right."
I told you. I told you. I told you.
Whatever. It's okay. It's all love. Mm. No, no. Sure. Okay, okay. So the new single is No Good, by Same Cloth. Same Cloth being Solomon Chapman and myself. And we have some bandmates as well. I think I saw Trey on here. Um yeah, so yeah, go get that. It dropped last Monday. And actually it was a silent tribute. That release date was a silent tribute to that friend that I mentioned that died at 25. That would have been his 40th birthday. um however, it's not a sad song. It's a song that I knew he would have appreciated. He was one of those friends that showed up to everything for me and like was really one of my cheerleaders. um Anyhow, No Good, it can apply to relationships. It can you know any kind, professional or romantic friendships. But like, we totally wrote it about a phone. So yeah, yeah, so keep that in mind. I mean, it is right, but I mean, you don't act like that, because you've been around. You know where the bodies are buried. You know some of them suckers that was no good. Ah! It speaks to those situations, but really, it's about a phone. Um, yeah, you can get it anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world. No, it's on all digital platforms, under Same Cloth. You'll see my face. It looks just like this with lashes and stuff. Um, but it's Same Cloth, No Good, No Good by Same Cloth. A phone. Yes, yes, Cherie. It is. Yeah, but I mean, think about it. Like, we do a whole lot with the phones, and I do think it touches on our mental health. It takes a toll. So put the phones down sometimes, unless it is to listen to No Good by Same Cloth. This is how my niece FaceTimes. Have you seen my mom? Get all up in the camera. Ma'am, I can't see you. Right, come on. Yep. Oh, y'all better sing my lyrics back. I love it. Thugs here. Yes, go and get it. Yep. Buy Monique Brooks Roberts says it best.
Yeah.
Buy, then stream.
Buy then
First,
stream.
then stream. And if you
Yep.
don't know how to do that on iTunes, what you do is you go into Apple Music and it'll say, take me to the iTunes store. It's very faint. Okay.
Okay. Okay. It's of
We
course
get
it's
more
very faint.
we get paid more when you
Yes.
buy the music. And so that's why
Absolutely.
they get paid less when you buy
Yes.
from the artist. Isn't that stupid?
It is.
Um,
It is stupid, but
so dumb.
that song's not stupid, and your and your vocal abilities ain't stupid. So I, but I will say
But
something
I was
like
trying to talk
that
my
is
way out of
stupid. Like after you sing something and you do a fancy run, I'm like, that's stupid. So that is,
no, no. Hold on, let me.
yeah, I'm ready for it.
Kandice, are you looking? 1913. Hmm. Mm. Oh. Oh.
That is hilarious. So I've been listening to Count Joy. If you guys have not heard Count Joy either, the bomb diggy. And I was listening to that song on repeat today because I needed it today. And so Jaws said she's going to sing a little bit for me. So I'm so happy and do it before my computer crashes again. Oh,
What part did I say I was gonna sing? What did
can you sing when it feels like my
Okay, what you want me to do the chorus? Okay. Okay, y'all gotta sing along. Sonia, sing alto. No, never mind. Sing soprano. I gotta sing the alto. When it feels like my good ain't good enough, and when it seems like all my hope is lost, and when it feels the world is caving in, I must remember, count my joy. Yeah. And old lady run in there.
Your line sister said, I have Count on my playlist and downloaded it.
I won't do that to you.
I mean, you
Ooh, my
can.
car. Ooh.
Look, you can. It's okay. I have all these doggone deltas on here. And Sony
Yes!
said,
Hey, Star
my
Wars!
song. Jocelyn,
And
thank
she's like, she means
you.
that. That's been her song for like years.
Yes.
Here though, it did. You
Yes. I
got
remember
me
it
out
came
here.
out right during the panorama. So, Jocelyn, thank you so much for today. You are a delight. We could have been on here for another 50,000 minutes, and
I
that's on
mean,
the
we can
what
still do it. Like I told you,
block.
your kids, they grown.
Look at my twins will be like, "Where are you?"
I'm talking.
And I'll be like,
I'm talking about the students. They're, because
"Oh,
they're
you're.
in college.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That yeah, but they need you.
They're fine. They'll be
They need
fine.
you."
Independent Study Day. Just coming back from break. Talk about
Yeah, just yeah, you know,
yeah. I come back around spring break. Come on.
I cannot. Y'all, this is what happens when I get on here with friends. It's just kind of a hot mess. So,
It's a good
thank
match.
you to the listeners to offering your comments. Just thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jocelyn, for being unapologetically bliggity bliggity black, my girl, because that is what
I'm
we do
black,
all
y'all. And
month.
I'm black,
So
y'all.
we
And I'm blickety blick. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm
oh,
black.
oh my god, that's
All right.
Baxter sings that all the time, and I don't get it.
Because he's black, y'all. And he's black, y'all. Okay. May I say something before I get
Please,
off of here?
yeah.
I need to admonish you people out here,
Yeah.
to be good friends and be to your friends. Like, be friendly to your friends. Show yourself friendly to your friends. And I'm saying that because Kandice is the epitome of a great friend. And
Mm,
part of it, I'm sure, is she gets it, the entrepreneur thing, but just a like, just a share, just a message like keep going or you go girl, it matters, it
it
matters to
matters.
your friends. So
Yes.
everybody was out here sharing the news about Rihanna. We applaud that she is starting her family. uh y'all got
But you
friends
got a
out
new
here with
single.
businesses. Yeah. uh what
Yes.
is she selling tickets? Are y'all attending the birth? uh
Hello.
no, really, really, just like you don't have, it's not, it's you clicking on something doesn't say that you'll necessarily buy it. You should because it's your friend. Doesn't necessarily
Yes.
mean you're gonna attend. You should because it's your friend. But
Yes.
just that kind of support. And saying all that to say, Candace, I appreciate you. I appreciate your unwavering support. Like legit, she's been like this since age 14 for me. You have always been a cheerleader and I appreciate you. I love you. And then aside from that, just in the private times, our friendship,
Yeah.
I value you. I love you so
Oh.
very much.
Oh, just look.
Max is
I'm
all
like
right
this.
too.
Look. I'm like this. You should. You know how you try to hold your cheeks so that the
Yeah,
tears don't form in them. The
right.
tears don't even
So you
form
end
in
up
your cheeks.
smiling like
But I'm
this.
like this. Jocelyn,
Everything goes
I
well.
love you too, girlfriend. And just consistent, constant friendship. And I thank you for that. Even though I was going to talk a little smack because you got to my text message late, I was like, oh, my girl don't want to do an interview with me. It's cool. But then she said,
I
oh,
have
girl, I'm
the
so sorry. I don't know how I missed it. I said,
I
I
have
was
the
coming for
worship
you.
phone. I don't know what it
Don't
is.
worry about it. Because I
I'll see
said,
notifications and be like, "Oh, dang, that's crazy," and forget about. Don't go check it. Yeah, somebody. Dang, people on my
I
stuff.
was like, it's
Crazy.
me. Oh, Mama Gwen on Instagram, January's mom spoke my granddaughter into existence. She really did. I love her. Mama Gwen, thank you so much.
Yeah, we were.
Listen.
That's
Oh,
and I know we were all praying and believing. Listen,
listen. And now look.
listen. Come on,
He's
with
all
number two
right.
on the way, huh?
Look at number 3, 2 and 3.
Oh, 2 and 3, right?
2 and
That's
3.
right.
Twin mommy.
Friends,
Twin mommy.
friends.
Twin mommy.
Uh, uh.
Okay, we're gonna get off of here. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Jocelyn, thank you so much. You guys get the single. No
No good.
good.
The
Same
same clock.
cloth, y'all. I'm gonna and share this video so that more people can see it, so that more people can get a feel of who JoFoKe is, because this girl is about to take off, and y'all want to say that you knew her. I know I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be at the front door, like, hey, move, security. Jocelyn, you know it's me. Let me in. Come on. And I
We
want her to
we
be
we
like,
we hope you won't even have to do that. We'll just
that's what I'm talking
can't
about. That's what I'm
you won't
saying. Like,
have to say no. Just come on.
absolutely. Just put me on the list.
Oh,
And if there ain't
that's
no list, just make sure you get my text message at the door. Okay. So
I don't
okay,
know why my phone is starting to yeah.
yeah, that's okay. But you guys, thank you so much. Have an excellent day, and we will see y'all around. Peace. Oh,
Wait,
oh
are we
dang.
what are we doing?
I don't
We don't
know.